really like it, the place as well.
Hello. Right, we'll start with Anton, please, for Sky Sports.
Hey, Ange, nice to see you.
You too, man.
We'll get straight into it, but we all know the run of form the team's on, so how important is it for the team and for you to get a win this weekend?
Yeah, always important to win the next game, irrespective of what's happened previously. And no different tomorrow. Obviously, facing a very good opponent, but we're here at home, which is good. And looking forward to the challenge of it. I had a good couple of weeks training with the guys who kind of were back with us here, and then obviously we had quite a few away with international duty, but they've all come back in good condition and ready to play. So looking forward to it.
Suggested there may have been, before the international break, there may have been talks with yourself and the owner. Did that happen during the international break, and any sort of discussions about what's been happening?
No, and no, we're just getting on with it.
You say it's like any other game, but does it feel like it because of the run of form you're on, because of the noise and the pressure and the atmosphere around the city from last year?
Look, I guess from my perspective, there's, I just don't fit. Not here, just in general. If you look at it through the prism of, I'm a failed manager who's lucky to get this job, and you're smirking at me, but that's what's been said, right? And I can find the print that's actually that said. Then, of course, this first 5 weeks looks like this guy's under pressure. There is an alternative story that you can look at it. And I'm not directing this at you, you just asked the question. You're first off the block. I came into the Premier League 2 years ago. I took over Tottenham, Spursy Tottenham. I was told by the chairman at the time, this club has to win a trophy. Has to win a trophy. He said, we've tried to bring winners in. Jose Antonio hasn't worked. We need something different. I was slightly offended by that because I see myself as a winner. I took over Spurs, who finished 8th. No European football. Big club, massive club, no European football. Can't go 2 years without European football. We finished 5th my first year. And every time Harry Kane scores a goal, I wish he just stayed one more year. Yeah? It would have been handy to have him after finishing 5th. But somehow that year has disappeared from the record books. In fact, it was used as a reason for me losing my job, because even Tottenham decided to exclude the first 10 games because they were an anomaly, apparently. Although the first 10 games here are very important, apparently. But anyway, we finished 5th. I got them back into European football, which a club like Tottenham should be. And again, I was in meetings, and people who are still at that club were in those meetings where I was told winning a trophy is everything for this football club. That's fine. We win a trophy. We shed the tag of being Spursy. It's Champions League football, which brings some rewards, the opportunity to bring better players. But all I've heard since I've finished at Tottenham is that we finished 17th last year. So if you look at it from that prism of we finished 17th, then yeah, I'm a failed manager who was lucky to get another opportunity. But again, if I have to explain why we finished 17th, really, some basic, it doesn't have to be too in-depth. Just have a look at the last 5 or 6 team sheets of us in the league last year and see what I prioritised, who was on the bench, who was playing. The last game against Brighton, the players were out partying for 2 days which I sanctioned because I felt they deserved to. So yes, we finished 17th. If people think that's a reflection of me and my coaching, then again, I think they're looking at it through the prism of I just don't fit. So we get to the current space where there's a different story to tell, that maybe I'm not a failed manager who was lucky to get this job, but maybe I'm a manager that if you give them time, the story always ends the same. At all my previous clubs, it ends the same with me and a trophy.